What's going on, everyone? Got a brand new movie review for you guys today, and today we're discussing the direct sequel to 1978's Halloween. That is the brand new David Gordon Green directed Halloween. A little bit confusing since this is technically the direct sequel. Why wouldn't they just make another title for it? Whatever, I guess that'll bug me when I get it on Blu-ray, because let me tell you, I absolutely enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It's a non-stop thrill ride with tons of fun, tons of jump scares, but the nice amount of jump scares in there, and a nice amount of tension. Uneasy, comfortable kind of stuff where you're just sitting there on the edge of your seat wondering what's going to happen. I was gripping my fist through a majority of this film because I was just so engrossed with the characters it introduces, with Michael Myers' story taking place 40 years later as Laurie Strode's confronting him and taking him on as she's been prepping this whole time. I mean, Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, goes full on Sarah Connor in this movie, and I loved it. Before I go to say again, rewinding back a little bit, going back to that non-stop thrill ride, this is such a fast, tightly paced film where Gordon Green totally encaptured the Halloween feel. As the film just chugs along, it just keeps going. It starts at a very interesting place and it ends in a very climactic, awesome ending that leaves off on an ending where I'm sitting there with my own little theories going, if they really go out in that direction, I love it. I adored this film for a lot of different reasons, and one of those biggest reasons is within the script that David Gordon Green and his best friend Danny McBride, yes, the funny guy, both formed together. I mean, Danny McBride is a really intelligent writer. If you've never seen Vice Principals or Eastbound and Down or any of the other things he's ever written, he's a very creative guy, and same goes for David Gordon Green, who they both have collaborated a lot together, and seeing them both collaborate on the script, who I think is one of the strongest parts of the movie, was very interesting. Yes, there are those callbacks to the original Halloween, which I have to say, if you have the time, please do rewatch that original film. I think it's just such a perfect tie-in to watch this and then go straight into the new one and get all the little callbacks and the little nods that don't feel jarring or out of the place. They just feel perfectly placed in the movie. And again, going back to the script, there's a lot of nicely knit humor throughout the whole entire movie that just makes it for a very fun and engaging ride. This is the first film this year where I actually had a bucket of popcorn with me and was just sitting there eating it with my friend. And we're sitting there watching the movie, eating the popcorn, and by the end of the movie, the popcorn was gone. I was totally out of popcorn. I was like, oh my god. I was like so engrossed with this movie, having such a blast watching it. And I was jumping out of my seat. I was engaged with the movie. I was having so much fun. I was laughing. I was getting into the depth of the film. And that is just totally down to the writing and the directing that Gordon Green crafted throughout this movie. Such a claim to him within this. Some of the cinematography, the long shots, the one-take shots, the panning shots are just so in sync with the whole entire tone of the movie, but also the feel of the movie. This is one of the first Halloween sequels that actually does feel like a Halloween sequel. It feels like Carpenter really was there crafting this movie with Gordon Green, and I get it. He did sign off on this film, and he does do the score, which, my god, that score, I will go as far as to say, is probably better than the original. It has a lot of the same tones as the original, but there's a couple other noted keys in there that he does play throughout the movie that just is perfect to each scene. I mean, this is where we get to, how is the whole film in general? Yeah, the writing, the directing are strong, but what about the acting? Because personally, I feel like some of the acting in the original film is a little weak. Everyone comes to play their A game. I'm being serious. I mean, the big standout in here is Jamie Lee Curtis. I think she's phenomenal in here. Gives one of the best forms she's given in a couple of years. But every other actor in here really brings their limelight. They're really good in here. They're good in what they're doing. And you end up caring about Jamie Lee Curtis's family, where in some cases they could end up being one-dimensional. And you're like, I'll just kill them off. But you enjoy their characters. You get to the point where you're like, I want them to survive. I want them to get ahead of this. And it's because of that script that they crafted and the performances that the actors and actresses in here are giving. Michael Myers is scary as hell. I mean, he's powerful. He's ferocious. He's the Michael Myers that you wanted from the original film, going bonkers crazy. And I just love what they did with this character. There's none of these crazy mythology, demon spawn stuff in there. And they do have some nice little dialogue in there where it does make fun of those sequels where it's like, oh no, that was a rumor. No, that didn't happen. That was a rumor too. Oh, people were just trying to feel comfortable about each other. And the big word I use for this film is love. love about this movie, the excitement I had watching this movie, the passion I had watching this movie. It's the same passion that I can't imagine that went into this film from the director, from the writer, from the producers, and from everyone on board with this film. The film's a non-stop thrill ride. It's a film that I think for Halloween lovers, Halloween just fanatics, they're gonna be able to dig into this film and have a blast with it. And even newcomers as well. If you've never seen the original Halloween, you go into this film, I think you're gonna have a blast watching it. For me, I think this is the perfect film. It's the callback to slasher films, and I want them to come back. It's a great film with such great passion behind it, and it's just an utter blast to watch. I not recommend getting all your great friends together, going out to the theater, sitting down, and watching this film in the biggest audience that you can, because man, my audience just ate this film up just as much as I did. So with all that said, I'm gonna give Halloween an A-. Still don't know what to call it. Should I call it Halloween 2018? Should I call it Halloween 2? I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I'm just going to go with Halloween 2018. Tell me, guys, what are your guys' thoughts on the new Halloween film? Have you guys seen it yet? Are you excited for it? Let's talk about it down below. Plus, tell me, have you guys seen the original 1978 version? Is that your favorite version, or do you actually prefer the Rob Zombie or the other sequels? Let's discuss it down below in the comments. Can't wait to talk with you guys about this movie. Of course, guys, if you guys are new here, hit up Sandwich on Films also down below, because if you guys want to see movies early, that's where you can check it out. You can also check out some movie news and even some movie reviews over there as well. Again, guys, happy Halloween. I can't wait to watch this film again. I'm planning on going on Halloween night because I've never been able to do this with a Halloween movie before. But guys, until next time, stay classy.